What is up, everyone? Welcome back to more Metal Gear Solid 2 HD Edition. And there's no caution. Oh shit. Okay, I think that's because after I saved, I had to do something for a couple of minutes, so I left it on the codec. And I guess then the caution just goes away when you just sit in the codec mode. So yeah, if you don't want to be in caution mode, that's what you can do. Right. So having met up with Ames, who eventually died, which kind of should bring back memories of MGS1. We kind of got spotted, and then the cyborg ninja came to help, and now we basically need to get the fuck out of here and try and find the president, who's now apparently in Shell 2. So now that our cover's blown, obviously there's no point putting the rest of that uniform on because you don't have a mask anymore. Now, there's a few cameras here, so I might as well use chaff. I mean, you don't really need to use it very often, but this seems like a good time to do it. Okay. Once this guy turns around, I should have a little window to... Yeah. There we go. That went smoother than I expected. Okay. Yeah, this little bit here, there's always those stupid ciphers that somehow they're just going to creep up on you. I think if you just ran straight out, you probably... Whoa, I actually shot him from here. On the move. Wow, that's probably the first and only time I'll ever do that. Yeah, these ciphers here, you see there's one coming up right now. And if I don't get out of the way, then it's going to see me, so... if you're kind of the guy that really doesn't want any alerts in your game, you need to be careful of these ciphers. You see there's another one coming from the other side. But I think the best method might be to actually just sprint straight through and not wait around like I did. But anyway. Oh, come on. I like kind of killing them in one shot. Well, missing the first few and then killing them in one shot, but I don't like shooting the big bit. Righty. Now, which way did I have to go? Is it I think, yeah, it's from strut D that I can get to Shell 2. So let me head towards there. Actually, I need the sniper first, so I'm going to need to go to the warehouse because they have laid the traps, obviously. So I need to get the sniper because I can't shoot them out just using the SOCOM. Or is it USP? What was it called? I didn't pay attention. I think it's a USP. Alright, same as usual around here. Nothing different. Now, that's the RGB6. Okay, that's the grenade launcher, which I might use. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's the kind of weapon that I use a lot, but maybe I'll just throw it in somewhere in this run. What do we have in here? Okay. So the PSG-1, as any MGS player would know, is the name of the sniper. So I'm guessing that surely must be a real sniper as well. It's not just a made-up name. Okay, now how did you get the PSG-1T? I never usually bother getting the... Oh shit. I usually never bother getting the tranquilizer version. But let me see if I can get it. It must be in here somewhere. Let me just have a little look. Grenade. So what, this was a level 3 door for some grenades. Really? Okay. Let me... Is it in the... Yeah, it must be in this bit here. There we go. Okay, so that wasn't too difficult. Like I said, I can't find too much use for it, but if you're, if you want to go on a particular type of run where you don't kill anyone and for whatever reason you need a sniper, then feel free to use that. I mean, anything that you need to shoot with that, you can just use the M9, surely. So I can't really think of a situation where it will be that useful. Alright, so now that we've got that, we can head over to strut D, where we can make the change over to shell 2. Is there anything else here? There it was. Okay. So yeah, I like the bit with the president. He gives you a lot of interesting information about, well, the way the MGS world works and probably the way our own world works. So I do enjoy the cutscenes with him. Just getting the sniper controls here. Is that guy going to come back up? I just wanted to snipe him out with this. At least I could use it for one person. Oh, fuck. I waited too long and now the ciphers are here. One of these days, I'm just going to get really good at shooting these, but... oh well. Okay. Is this the guy that doesn't turn around? Yeah, he's a bit annoying. Can I get his attention, or is he going to move? Nothing here. Come on.
There's somebody there.
That's one way to get rid of him. Right. I think I can just... I need to wait for this guy to look the other way. Yeah, the sniping bit is can be a little bit challenging for first timers. But I mean, if you're on the easier modes, it really is easy. But on some of the harder modes, especially if you're still fairly new to the game, they can be in some fairly awkward places. So I haven't done the sniper bit on normal for a little while. Like I said, I've been playing it on the PS Vita. Well, it's been a few months, but I've been playing it on the Vita. And when I did that, I was playing on easy level, so I haven't done it on normal for a little while. So I don't remember where they are completely.
Raiden, can you hear me?
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the president's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the Semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the Semtex.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
Alright, so this guy who's done like a billion hours of training, he does not know what Semtex looks like and what a control unit looks like.
That's the Semtex.
Interesting.
And that must be the control unit.
Alright, I've had to redo this bit because I did this. Yeah, so I'm just re-commentating over this bit because this section was it was really stupid. I had a really stupid problem with this one. Okay, so I started with that. So yeah, basically what happened was I shot all of them. Well, I thought I shot all of them, and then there was one left, and for some reason I could not find where that final one was, and then it turned out to be somewhere that I'd already shot, and I thought I'd already covered that bit. So I wasted a lot of time, and when you add in the fact that I failed the first attempt as well, I had to re-commentate over this bit. So as you can see, the SOCOM can get to most of these, and now As you can see, I'm looking around, trying to see where the final thing is. Because I think if you're on easy mode, I think you'd be done by now. Oh yeah, and there's this one. I forgot about this one. Yeah, this is the last one that I managed to get, and then from here, for some reason... This was stupid as well. Yeah, and then for some reason, I just could not get the final one. So yeah, as you can see, the beams are still in place, so I'm still missing one more control unit. And normally, I know for a fact that there's one behind the flag sometimes, like based on difficulty level, so I made that shot, thinking even if there was one, I would have shot it by then. It turns out that the control panel was there all along, and I just missed that shot without realizing, so I spent 5 minutes looking around like an idiot trying to find the final control unit, and then I just did this out of frustration, and by a complete fluke I just ended up shooting it, so that was quite possibly the stupidest section of the entire game so far. But yeah. And this wasn't all. Later on, after this is the Harrier boss fight. I failed that the first time as well, so this turned out to be one of the biggest failures of an episode that I've shot so far. But as you can see, I mean, you can't even see the control unit. You can barely make it out. And I could swear that first sniper shot was pretty much right there, but there you go. So that was why I failed that bit, and then we'll go back into live commentary now.
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon?
Hey, Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Intruders! Over here! Damn! Raiden, I'll talk to you later.
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and Otacon both became fugitives after Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
They sabotaged and destroyed countless Metal Gear units throughout the world.
And were responsible for the incident 2 years ago that necessitated the construction of the Big Shell.
Snake and his partner aren't terrorists.
Jack, why are you defending them?
I look back on what I've done here so far, and things like training and sense of duty alone won't get you through a sneaking mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
You need something higher. I can't think of the right word, but it has to be pure will, backed up by courage or ideals or something like that. I'd stake my life on it. The solid snake that saved Shadow Moses couldn't turn into a terrorist.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even recovered Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
Jack, I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here, not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots. Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around here?
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake.
No! That is not Solid Snake!
What a pleasant surprise, brother.
Save it. You brother of mine.
Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake.
Snake?
Right, take cover! Stop impersonating him!
Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid. That the best you can do, Snake?
Did I get it? We're in trouble. It's the Harrier.
The world needs only one big boss. I'll drown you fools for interfering.
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher. The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
Snake, we got company.
I'm counting on you.
Alright, so he's going to send over like a shitload of bombs. How the hell do I get away from this? Obviously I can't. Alright.
You're tougher than I thought.
Luckily it doesn't take away like, you know, a huge amount of your life, so it's not too bad.
I'll let you go out in style.
Where are you? There you are. Oh what? Why weren't my
Jack,
rations equipped?
What's going on? Answer me!
Oh shit.
Jack? Jack!
That was a fail. Okay. I will not fail this time. I already have a shitload of bullets and rations. Okay. Honestly, the Harrier mission is not that hard. There's no reason for you to die here unless you're an idiot like me. Just kind of just keep tracking and just firing away. The only problem is is when he does that thing where he just sends down like a whole barrage of bombs, missiles. But then there must be a safe zone for that, but I just don't remember where it is. So I'll probably get hit by that again this time round. But I mean, if you've got the rations, then you won't be in any danger. So yeah, finally Raiden finds out that this is the Solid Snake, and this guy is like another brother. So, as if Liquid wasn't enough, we have another brother. So, shit just got even more serious. But before we can really get into that, we need to supposedly take down Solidus in his in the Harrier. So obviously we're going to shoot this thing down. Ah, here it comes again. Oh shit! Yeah, I really don't know where to hide for that. I'll need to... I'm sure there's videos on safe zones for that, but I don't know where they are. So yeah, making sure the rations are equipped this time.
I'll let you go out in style.
Alright, so when he does that, you can hide behind this bit. That's what I forgot to do last time as well. There you go. So, I've just been an idiot in the last attempt. So obviously, as you can assume, after I shoot this thing down, Solidus, you know, is not going to die. It's going to be fine. This bit here, he just kind of, he sends a lot of missiles your way, but I just tend to take the risk and just like block some of them and then just go head to head with him, because there are some easy shots to be made here. So just I just stick my neck out and just go straight for him. Is there lag? Yeah, it's lagging. Wow. Did it lag in the original? I mean, come on, man. It's a Harrier against Raiden. I mean, there is no way. He should have blown up this entire, like, bridge ages ago.
What the?
I mean, if he really is supposedly from the same genes as Big Boss, he should have put up a much better fight than that. Anyway.
There's something coming up.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
They got my eye. Fab, go! Ha!
Hey, what's that?
It's running on water. Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh,
The president's all yours.
okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world,
What responsibility?
to keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember.
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Why, that's very nice of you, Miss Rose. Okay, I shall be leaving it here. See you in the next episode.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake, that has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?